Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Intelligent Automation Live Dialogues. Now, we all know that as organizations prioritize automation for processes across functions, CIOs must explore strategies to unlock momentous new capabilities, reduce costs, as well as increase efficiencies. Intelligent automation is a critical business strategy, but a one size fits all strategy simply doesn't work anymore. CIOs must distinguish between business processes and IT processes. IT is the backbone for any organization, and it must operate at a pace faster than the rest of the business with an automation strategy that is resilient and future proof. So, the big question grappling CIOs today is how do you ensure your automation strategy delivers maximum benefits by unlocking the potential for hyperspeed automation whilst executing the IT processes and introducing agile decision making to deliver accelerated growth? We are delighted to welcome today Gautam Krishnan, the COO and co-founder of Fournxt Technologies. Welcome, Gautam.
Good afternoon, Ayusha. Thanks for having me on the call today. Like you rightly introduced, I'm co-founder and chief operating officer at Fournxt Technologies. We are an intelligent automation service provider headquartered in Dubai, serving our primary markets in Middle East, Europe, and UK. Thanks again for having me on the call. Looking forward to getting started.
Now, Gautam, how should organizations embrace this rapidly changing digital world and make the best automation choices?
Right. So we live in a world that is continuously becoming more data-driven and automated, where physical systems and people are increasingly connected and mirrored into a virtual space. Embracing new technologies requires different approaches to organizations based on their size, their maturity, the industry they are in, and so on. So organizations should prioritize their investments based on their industry and the current needs. However, a common theme that we see in this post-pandemic world is that organizations need to ensure readiness to deliver services digitally and improve customer experience.
That's very valid, Gautam. And, we are seeing that automation is being leveraged by organizations increasingly to obviously, either amplify their self-service model or to improve customer experience. How is intelligent automation in the cloud being able to deliver value to organizations?
Well, like you rightly pointed out, most organizations have hit the approve button on cloud. The leading intelligent automation service providers have are now cloud native. You may call it RPA, software as a service, or robotics as a service, as some of these providers like to call it. Now, this has unlocked tremendous benefit and potential in terms of improving time to market, um, being able to deliver solutions at a much faster pace, reducing infrastructure overheads, ease of scalability, and more importantly, the ability to seamlessly consume pre-built third-party solutions like AI services that are already on the cloud.
That's very true. And again, Gautam, I'll come back to where we started that a successful automation strategy usually begins with accurate problem identification in a business process and subsequently in selecting the right use cases for automation. When it comes to IT, how should CIOs approach this?
Well, since we are talking about automation strategy, one should start by identifying the vision for automation, which should be in alignment with the organization's goals. So, a framework needs to be established outlining the approach for opportunity identification, and a COE or a automation program should be in place for governance and execution management. And when it comes to qualifying use case for automation, various parameters could be looked at. It could be efficiency improvement, it could be reduction in human error, transaction volumes, etc. And when it comes to IT, the overarching strategy for CIO should remain the same, with focus on areas such as infrastructure management, data security, data privacy, and access management. It's important to add that CIOs and IT leaders are key enablers for an organization's automation journey, and it's impossible to succeed in business value realization without their full support.
That's very true. And therefore, what is the big difference between intelligent automation and RPA for business processes and intelligent IT automation?
Right. Well, this is quite straightforward. The same rules for strategy, opportunity identification, governance, and delivery should apply to IT function, as is the case for other business functions. What's different here is that IT would have more alternatives to solving an automation problem, since there could be unexplored native automation capabilities in IT platforms that could be unlocked. It could also be the case that existing native automation capabilities are less agile and scalable compared to intelligent automation solutions. There could also be pressing needs for IT, such as migration, data cleansing, system synchronization that intelligent automation can cater to.
Very true. So, in the current future of work, situation that's being shaped by automation, where does IT fit in this landscape?
Well, as I mentioned in the beginning, we are moving into a world where automation, people, and virtual agents work in tandem as cogs running an organization. This phenomena will continue to scale, with human counterparts being more akin to such tangible and non tangible assistants at work. With hyper automation, which in other words is business driven automation taking shape, the human workforce will come to realize that the only way to thrive in the upcoming future, while also enjoying work, is through becoming citizen developers who can solve problems through easy to use low code technologies.
That's very true. Again, Gautam, just to summarize, how can CIOs best utilize automation to accelerate the digital transformation across the enterprise?
Right. So the past couple of years have seen an evolution in the CIO's role, with key technologies like cloud, RPA, AI, OCR, ICR, process intelligence, and low code at their disposal. There is a possibility to solve far more problems at a much faster pace. It could be a good idea to basically start from process intelligence to identify improvement opportunities, and then leverage RPA, AI, native automation, or low code, depending on what is the best fit, while ensuring COEs are in place to keep running this as a sustainable program. In essence, these technologies can be brought together as building blocks to realize full enterprise potential.
Definitely. Thank you so much for joining us today, Gautam. That was very insightful. And we look forward to having you at the Intelligent Automation AI and Bot Show very soon, where a lot of our enterprise buyers would have the opportunity to actually understand more about Fournxt technologies and the solutions you have on offer. So thank you very much for joining us today, and see you shortly.
Thank you, Ayusha. That you had quite a lot of interesting questions there. Thanks for having me.